Oh,
Ah!
oh, Daddy.
Yes, Daddy.
Hey,
Hi.
bitches.
So it says there's 0 people viewing, but that's incorrect because I
Well,
actually
that's
have.
wrong because Mel's here, Coco's here, Tian's here, Maria's here, and we're
Yeah,
here.
exactly. And that's more than enough,
And
right?
that's all that matters in it. You know what I mean?
Yay.
Uh, well,
Yay.
thank you for joining us, Maria. I'll send you a message later because Maria's making me some Blythe shit. Right, so we're here because we want to be and we wanted to have a catch up with everybody. I've
Definitely.
I've obviously got something to say, which is not a surprise at all, is it? Um, but yeah, I want to tell somebody, just give a little announcement on here, just in case people ain't got Instagram. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, me and Levi went on holiday last week. Last week,
Yeah. It was so much fun.
it was amazing. Do you know what? We've been doing London for the last million years, and we thought we'd, have a change. And you know what? It was probably the best time ever, wasn't it?
It was so much fun. Honestly, I can recommend. I think everyone we know that hasn't been there would love it.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. I mean, especially, I mean, obviously, I was going to say all the spiritual people, but everybody's here who is spiritual, I suppose. And it was a truly special time when we
Yeah.
done so much in a short amount of time. Let's not mention the accommodation, however.
Well, maybe I was thinking maybe we can do sort of a day by day thing, you know?
Well, fucking hell, well, I'll tell you something. Naming big shit they are. I'm trying to get our money back, guys. So yeah, Monday was just. I mean, we picked you up, didn't we, from the airport at quarter
Yeah.
to 9, and the day just
So
like
I,
flew
so I
by.
flew I flew to Bristol just in case people don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Martin and I decided to go to Glastonbury instead of London this year. And I flew into Bristol, which was actually really easy breezy, honestly. Like what a nice little airport that is, honestly.
It is quite nice, isn't it? I didn't
Yeah.
realise. Thought it was just going to be some landing strip on a fucking airfield in the middle
Yeah,
of
it
that.
was pretty good.
Yeah,
And then Martin and his husband Paul picked me up, and Paul brought us to Glastonbury to the little parking spot in the city in the town center, right?
yeah, and I dropped off some shit, didn't I?
Yes. Oh yeah, Martin had like these 2 crates filled to the brim with decks, and he asked me to look through some of them to see if I wanted any, and there was in all those crates there was only one that I wanted.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly. How many decks is in there? 100, maybe.
Probably about 100. Yeah.
Yeah, between 80 and 100. And I just thought, well, I thought, there's got to be a couple that Levi wants, and there wasn't. Because you said this is the shit that I've got rid of, or I don't want anyway.
Yeah, it was either all shit that I already had or shit that I had gotten rid of. And then there was one deck, and I can show it, right?
I can't
Or
even
would you,
remember which one you had.
so there was one deck that was in there that I really wanted because I do like their stuff. However, I don't always jive that well with what's her face's writing. And
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, yeah,
this one's just by Leah, and that's the Starlight Frequencies Oracle. And
yeah.
that's I can show it, right?
You can, yeah,
And that's really cute, and it looks really good together with my Carry Me Home Oracle.
yeah. It does actually. I never
They,
thought.
they look they look really fab together. So and this is actually and and even with this, it's a really cute deck. But Martin and I were trying to do a spread with it, and we were both like, yeah, this is definitely one of those one card pool
Yeah.
uplifting message decks, and not
No,
necessarily.
I doubt whether there's lots of decks like that where you really couldn't do an intense reading. It's not just that one, is it?
Yeah, and I'm not talking one card pool in the sense that there's because there are some really guidebook heavy decks that are really good that you can do really good intense 5 card readings or 12 card readings with even. But I'm talking more so talking that the content of this one, and of most of their decks are a bit samey. Can I say that? You know?
Yeah, and this is one of the reasons, like, no offense to like Leah or anybody else who does decks like that, but this is one of the reasons why I decided to, have a huge colour my collection. I've roughly got, and this is due to a chat I had with Mel a few months ago,
Yeah.
because Mel told me, like, I was really shocked the amount of decks that Mel's got. Obviously, I'm not going to say anything, but I thought, why do I really need all this stuff? Says the guy with $1 million behind him.
I
But
mean, to be fair, we're just replacing one
one
void with
thing with
another.
another, yeah, because nobody will ever fill this empty void, love. And
Exactly. I mean, I've started I've rebooted my Polly Pocket collection again. So
so if it in decks, it's dolls. If it in dolls, it's alcohol. If it in alcohol, it's sex. If it's
and to be fair, rather decks and dolls than alcohol and sex. Honestly,
yeah,
well, in the addictive sense. To be
yeah,
fair,
yeah, yeah. But I mean, there come a time. This is one of the things I wanted to say, like, because obviously not everybody's got an Instagram account, and I just wanted to say, like, I'd stop posting tarot content on Instagram because you know what, I'm done with it. And another conversation I had with a friend of mine was, I thought, well, why am I doing this like every day? Who am I doing this for? Am I doing it for the community or am I doing it for myself? And
yeah.
then this person said to me, they said that the reason why they don't post their tarot readings up is because it's a deeply personal experience.
Yeah, so what you're saying is you're no longer necessarily posting them publicly, but you're still doing them.
I'm still doing not like as much as I was,
Nah.
and I'm still keeping my YouTube channel running and active, and I have got a really special deck to kind of do a walkthrough of, and yeah, but like I'm not going to be, doing what I used to do before because I've lost interest completely, you know.
For me, it's a little. I mean, for me, it's not the same. But most of you that do follow me have probably noticed that I've started posting a bit less as well. And I am definitely doing this for me, and you can sort of see it as a daily journal bit for me as well. But
Yeah,
then again, sometimes days be busy as fuck, and I just don't have the time.
I think what it was as well with me, what kind of put me off a lot, I'll be really honest and open about it,
Mm-hmm.
is a lot of politics has kind of, seeped into the tarot community and the tarot decks. And I'm not all about that at all. Everybody's
Nah,
we've
me
all
either.
got our beliefs, our causes, and whatever we believe in and we fight for. But to kind of, I've seen creators bullied that there's not this, that, and the other in the deck. And I thought, you know what, this isn't what tarot was all about for me to begin with. And it's got worse, and people are siding, people are arguing. And I thought, I don't want to really see that anymore.
Nah.
And so I thought, you know what, Martin, it's time you pulled away and concentrated on something that kind of does bring you joy. And so that's exactly what I've done.
And honestly, and this is once again, people need to do whatever they want to do, and it's not really about that. But I have noticed that, whoops, it kind of is. Um, Obviously, everything you do, with you as well, Martin, you do it for yourself. But
Yeah.
when you sort of notice that only three other people get to see it every day, and
Yeah.
like I used to get, and it's not about the validation, but it is about, well, maybe it is. It is nice to see that people like your post, or that people like engage and even have like little discussions with you about
Yeah.
the stuff you put in the caption. And I used to have tons of that,
Yeah,
like,
me too. It's all
uh, and
stopped.
and now my posts get about a maximum, and that's not because of all of you guys, not at all, but that's because of the algorithm, which favors reels over pictures.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
I get a maximum of 50 likes, and that's only when I really put in a lot of effort when it comes to the pick, when I pull out all the bells and whistles, which also, it's not lockdown anymore. I don't have time for that every day.
Exactly. Things change, people move on. And we've said before, and I'm not bashing anyone at all when I
No.
say, but it's really oversaturated now as well.
Yeah, and
So
the focus is definitely on readings for the how do we say that? Not the continuum readings,
the
not the
masses,
readings for the collective. I was looking
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
C.
yeah. The
So
collective.
it's very much that readings for the collective with a lot of sass and hey everybody, it's me, and you gotta look at these cards, bam, 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 and we're shuffling really bad, and now you can see all these cards drop, and it's a special moment. Like everything always has to be a special moment. Everything has to be explosive. We're making up tarot card meanings left, right, and center based on fake intuition. I'm
Yeah.
kind of over it. I'm
Am
done.
I? Yeah. And I thought, I've said before, like, I've said on my videos, I've made some amazing connections and friends over the years, and that's never going to change.
Yeah, and they will stay. Like
I put that post up and I says, you know what, I'm posting dolly content and you can unfollow me if you want to. And,
and people did.
people did. But, that's fine. And I said that, I don't understand. I don't expect anyone to stick around. But like, I mean, most people have, and it's nice, and people have
I
said, well,
won't.
like, you can fuck it off anyway. Like, so, so there you go. Look, I was trying not to swear tonight. I was trying my hardest not to swear, and you've
Oh
got
fucking hell! Did I hear dolls and decks versus alcohol and
to,
sex?
yeah,
Yes,
you
Robin.
did. You've got to push that fucking button, ain't you, Levi? Yeah,
Shuffling really bad. That really fucks me off.
yeah,
Made
I'm
you.
the email. I know. But like, I mean, on to a lighter note. I mean, we as I said, like, I mean, did buy a couple of decks from Glastonbury, which I haven't opened. The only ones I've opened are the two that Levi gifted me.
Oh
Obviously,
yeah. Oh.
yeah. And I've been playing around with them, and I took my Mistress of the Red Madonna Tarot down to Chalice Well.
Oh, guys.
Oh God, that was
Can,
just
can,
incredibly
can
moving,
I
wasn't
tell them something about it? Because you
it?
are
Yeah,
too fucking biased, honestly, and I'm not. Because to be fair, I don't care if Etienne sees this. She's probably seen my opinions on this. I always kind of thought these mysteries of Mary, mysteries of the Black Madonna, mysteries of the Red Madonna. I always thought they were kind of a crock of shit. To be fair with you guys, that it was overhyped, overpriced bullshit. But it's not. I've seen them in real life, and the amount of detail that has gone into it's something that doesn't translate to screen that well,
yeah, yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
The
yeah,
amount of detail that went into making every card in that deck evokes at least to me, an emotional reaction when
yeah,
you look at it. And then you get the guidebook, which ties in so much shit from all these mythologies around the world. And this is definitely a deck. This is definitely a one card pool deck as well, in the sense that there's so much content to be had and to be worked with that you want to work through the deck one card at a time and sort of
You can't.
soak everything in.
It's to be savoured, not rushed. And when we both shuffled it and we sat by the statue of the Madonna and Child in the Chalice Well, and we lit those tea lights, it was just an incredibly special experience, wasn't it? It
It
really.
was. Yeah,
And we ain't just saying that because it's all woo and it's Glastonbury. It really was a really special moment, wasn't it? It was
it really was.
silent. You could hear the wind rustling through the trees. It was incredible. And for you guys who haven't seen it, I am doing a full walkthrough,
Yeah,
but like,
we
obviously
need to do it, Martin,
I
please, because
do. I just wanted to work with it before I kind of like, you know, said
oh,
like what I think about it, the
that
opinions.
chariot I love so much. Oh,
It's just absolutely amazing, and I had no doubt it would be, but like this one is just something else, something really, really special. I mean, we were both looking at the guidebook. We both, I pulled a card, didn't I, in the flat and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I blessed it by Chalice Well as well, which is lovely. So this is the third one that's been blessed because some but Mel blessed the other two. So it's just
So
lovely.
about the guidebook, I don't even remember which cards we had. We had a card, and it sort of told us which Mary was on the card and why, and how that also tied into different mythologies from around the world and all the way back to Sumerian times. So that was a lot of fun. Um, Tiana says, I can't justify spending 200 or 300 on a single deck. I can't
I
either.
understand. I understand totally.
However, I did sort of feel this deep form of respect to in regards to we can have that debate till the
Yeah,
till the
yeah,
cows come home. but I did feel the amount of work and genuinity that went into this project.
I
Definitely.
mean, that was it. I mean, I've always been really transparent about it. That was a gift to me from Etienne.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, I would have probably have bought it, no doubt about it, but I would have done the lightweight thing because I couldn't have afforded to buy it straight out
No, no.
either.
But then again, like I'm sort of coming back from buying lots of shit for little money. I maybe rather spend, and I did that one time, and I know it wasn't your kind of deck, but I did it one time for that Sabbath tarot,
I've still got markup, eh?
and that is like my most special deck aside from the ones that I created, because I will be as conceited as to say that those are my favorites.
Well, exactly. Wouldn't create them if you didn't love them.
Exactly.
You know, my favorite like 4 decks. Well, three. I'll say my favorite top one deck is the first Mistress of
Yeah.
Mary Tarot. The Ritual Tarot has always been a favorite of mine, as you know, and I've got a couple of others as well. And I have kept a little trolley full of incredibly special decks, which is right by the side of me.
Yeah.
But most of them have sadly gone, and that's not because like I've got a problem with them or anything. It's just that they need somebody will love them. Just because you don't like them, there's always somebody else that's going to like them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that these decks are bad. It's just that
You don't use them, do you? And I thought, well, but it's been sitting on the shelf for 2 years.
yeah, I've sort of been getting rid of a lot of decks that I haven't used, and there's probably a lot more that I'm gonna get rid of. But for so far, I'm happy with what I've got now, and
Yeah, mate.
no. But obviously, we did buy some decks.
Oh, we did. We both bought one of the same. I bought
Yeah.
one that I didn't. I haven't even opened this. This is called the Wild Enchantments, and this was some Star Child Tarot.
Oh,
And it comes with a huge hardback guidebook, and
so stunning.
it's basically just like I might as well fucking open this, hadn't I?
Yeah,
So
just open it.
it's, I don't know how many cards. Did we say 30 or something when we was in there? Right.
I don't remember, but it
You have a
was.
little instruction quick reference guide, and there's the backs of the cards, and this is the fronts of the cards. So it's all based on herbalism, and you've got the OM and the runes in there as well. The card stock is absolutely phenomenal.
We saw it and we both gasped.
Yeah, it's produced in Stroud, which is a place in the UK, in Gloucestershire, which is not a million miles away from Glastonbury.
It's pretty cool because not a lot of printers do this that well.
It's
so.
really, really lovely. So I'm going to sit down. The guidebook is absolutely huge. It's such a beautiful deck. I'm not one for all the bling, as you know.
No, it's not really. It would have been more of a me thing to get this,
but it kind of works in this deck, and obviously the bling means something on this deck as well.
Yeah, that's the Vesca Pisces, right? Pisces right there. Pisces, whatever.
It actually is there, yeah. So it's obviously all nature based or herbal based. I'm just going to have a quick look at the guidebook, and the box is just gorgeous. It cost me £54 though, guys. But you know what? I was away on holiday. The guidebook is all in full colour. It tells you everything what each card means. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. 5 pages per card. So you can see why it's such a expensive, and that's really gorgeous as well. So I wasn't counting my pennies when I was away, because that's the whole idea of going away, so you haven't got to count your pennies. So there on the pamphlet there, it tells you which card is which, and it's got the the rune and a little description of each card. So
it's really fucking cool, honestly.
I am really happy with that one. Yeah. So
one that Martin and I both got, but which Martin hasn't unwrapped yet, but I have, is the Well Maidens of the Summerlands. We got this at the Chalice Well store, and we both kind of gasped because we sort of expected to see more indie decks in Glastonbury, but there weren't that many. And then we saw this one and we were like, ooh, that's got to be special. So this deck is actually, oh, that's actually a card that I pulled yesterday. It's a Scorpio card, Martin. So it made me think of you.
Oh,
Obviously, Morgaine is tied to the Scorpio, as you think, and then Mordred as well. So this is a really cool deck based on the Glastonbury Zodiac, which ties all the Knights of the Round Table to the Zodiac, and it has special places attached to it and flowers. And then to each knight are attached three maiden cards. So the knights are on the back,
it's
the
so cool,
maiden
isn't it?
the maidens are on the front, so you get a maiden, sort of a maiden mother crone card for each well maiden, and each card has a different meaning. They're really, really stunning. Let me show them to you. This was 33 pounds. The card quality is insane. The coloring is insane,
It's
and
lovely.
I really like that you sort of get a divine masculine and divine feminine message in one card, which is
Very
interesting.
nice.
The messages so far have been stellar, even though there are no keywords on the card. So it is a very guidebook heavy deck. But I once again, since my practice has become a bit more personal and a bit less about the world, I don't really care about that anymore.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite cards. This one.
Oh, it's so. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's so lovely. And it's got scenes of Glastonbury on it as well, which I
Yeah,
absolutely.
lots and lots of scenes, and let me show you some of the knights as well. So the knights have symbols all over, which get explained in the guidebook as well. Obviously, since the deck is about the well maidens of the Summerlands, there's not so much about the knights, but still, there's a little bit there, and it sort of ties it all together. And I love that the backs are all uniform in color. So we hadn't even noticed this in the store,
No, we didn't know.
that all the backs were different. But so there's 12 nights, so there's three cards per night, so three lady cards per night, and then there are some extra cards as well. So I think it's about let me quickly see, 39 cards. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's bargain because they're look £33.
Yeah, it really was a bargain. The card quality is amazing, and then this whole Oracle system was devised by Bali Mans Morris, who is sadly no longer among us, and this has quite a lot per card as well, per maiden as well. So one,
I don't know
two,
whether you
three.
can actually. The website is wellmaidens.co.uk. I presume you can
Yeah,
order it from there, or
maybe
check
you can
our
order it
shop.
from there.
One
But
word
this,
of. Oh, sorry.
but this is really cool. Like honestly.
It is, yeah. Now, one word of warning, guys. If you are going to Glastonbury and you are going to Chalice Well, there is an entrance fee of £5.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
Certain times, obviously, it's different. Beltane was free to get in, but so you can put an extra fiver on that, really, because I'm not sure whether you can just visit the shop without going actually into the garden.
No, but if you ever go to Glastonbury, you should go to the Chow as well.
Yeah, you should. Yeah,
It's probably the best £5 I've ever spent in my
yeah.
life, if I'm fair. It
It's
was
just
magical.
totally beautiful place. Yeah, and I could spend hours in there. And
Yeah,
Belt is something else when it.
especially to be fair, I did love Beltane because of all the colorful figures, but I did prefer the time that it was basically just you and
Quiet.
me. And when we did indeed, Robin, stripped down naked and bathed in the waters. Yes,
We
that's
kind of stripped down to we had shorts on, didn't we? So we did bathe in the waters,
we
Robbie.
took our sexy socks off, and then we did a really nice, calming, invigorating, really honestly spiritual bath in the little.
Right. Okay. Now that brings me directly onto the chalice. Well, right, you've got to switch your phones off out of respect because people are there meditating and just being quiet. I want some time for themselves. So me and Levi was sitting on this bench by the waters, by the well, and this loud, obnoxious tourist come down the steps, FaceTiming somebody on his phone. He nearly
Yeah,
went over the bars of the freaking thing, which I wished he had done now.
he almost fucking fell down like
Yeah.
very far.
How rude is that? You
It was
know,
really rude because there were other people like doing their little pilgrim walk over the cobblestone, watery
yeah, yeah.
cobblestone path. Yeah.
Always a tourist from another country, you know. FaceTiming in fucking Chalice well.
It
So
was a bit ignorant. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it was. But like his wife went shh, so he turned his phone off, didn't he?
Yeah, thank God he did. Yeah, yeah. Some people have 0% awareness. Yes, they do.
None at all. None at all.
You know what I also finally decided to get in Glastonbury?
What?
The Mother Mary Oracle,
Oh, well, no, you did.
because I didn't have that at all.
I know. So glad you got it. I told you how
It,
lovely.
it's really, really good. I pulled this card yesterday. I've been getting lots of cards, Martin, that are telling me to relax into the void a little bit, and I feel like I really need to honor that message. Like,
I think you
sort
should.
of,
Yeah.
spirit keeps telling me to relax, also accept that certain things are over and then move on. Like,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think
yeah,
that trip, completely. I don't know. I felt invigorated when I come back home.
yeah,
I felt like I had more clarity on things.
same
And
here.
also, we had a little visitor when we was in Glastonbury.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was so adorable. That really was. Yeah,
So well, we had two visitors actually. We was first of all we was sitting up the town minding our own business amongst all the kind of homeless drinking alcohol.
yeah.
Drinks.
Because to be fair about Glastonbury, it's stunning, but it does attract sort of a troop of people that have gone to the festival or to one of the major Sabbath feasts and
And
never left.
yeah, and they're kind of a little bit broken, but
A
you know,
little.
harmless. So we was sitting like on the bench amongst all these homeless people, and then this person come up to us and said, "Excuse me,"
And
and
I was a little startled,
and I'm
honestly.
like, "Oh God, here we go. They're going to ask for some money or something like that." And I turn around, like, giving the Scorpio daggers, and that says Martin and Levi, and I was like, "Yeah, here we
Yeah.
go." And this is, oh my God, I'm a huge fan of your channel. I'm Sarah, and oh my God, it was just an amazing experience
Yeah,
to
we've never really had that like
know
that.
a Glastonbury local who's lived there for 30 years. She comes onto our channel and watches us.
Yeah.
She never comments or anything because she's not incredibly shy, and she is absolutely adorable. And we were sitting down talking to Sarah for what, 45 minutes?
Yeah, like 45 minutes to an hour. It was so
Yeah.
much fun. It really
And
was.
it was just really, really lovely. And I says, we've finally made it. We've been to London.
Yeah.
Nobody recognised us. I did. Sarah from Wildall's Tarot did in Watkins. But we went to a small country town in southwest of England, and we was famous. So you know what? Our job's done now.
Oh, yeah, here we go. That was me.
Oh my God! Hello, Sarah. Oh, it was so
Hi.
to meet you. And you made out that we couldn't stop talking about it, could we? Because we did feel
Yeah,
hot.
I was actually almost a little bit emotional because of it, to be fair.
And we says, like if we can, like, people take something away from our lives,
Yeah, even if it's just one person, you know?
yeah, yeah, it's just lovely. So, Sarah, thank you for making our day. It was really, really lovely. I will be
Yeah.
down again in the summer. So, if you want to meet up for coffee, just drop me an email.
Oh,
Um,
speaking of meeting up for coffees and shit, stunning. Stunning coffees, stunning breakfasts, stunning
Stunning
dinners.
food. When we went in that Rainbows End Cafe and had that vegan lunch,
Oh,
I've
that
never
was my favorite.
I've never seen so much food on a plate in all my life. You had to finish mine, didn't you? It
I
was
think I gained like 5 pounds just on that fucking
yeah,
trip.
tell me about it. We was like we ate like kings or queens in our like
Queens.
but it was just amazing. So anybody who's planning a visit to Glastonbury, vegan, vegetarian or not, um, do pay Rainbow's End Cafe a visit because the
Yeah.
food is incredible.
Yeah, we did this like platter each, and I chose for a. So you got to choose a warm pastry, and then a pastry, not a pastry, but a warm baked something. I don't know how they
Yeah, there
call
was
it.
three or four different salads.
And then they had like 20 different salads spread out, and you could choose four. Yeah.
And I'll put things in my mouth that I'd never had in there before, and that's
That's a lie, but
that's 15 feet. That is in it. Um,
yeah,
yeah, and I did, and everything was just incredible, wasn't it? And it was £16, wasn't it? Which is an
yeah.
absolute
Like
bargain.
honestly, also we were both really surprised at how reasonably priced all the food was everywhere. Like,
It was. The food was stunning, and we went to
yeah.
the every Tuesday. There's a craft market in the assembly hall.
Oh, that was one of my favorite bits as well.
Yeah, and we met some lovely people chatting. Well, you know what I'm like, guys. I'll just chat to leave us. You just talk to anybody, and I will. So he's standing there rolling his fucking eyes at me, and that lady with the Epsom salts who got all angry
Oh,
because I buy a bag.
fucking hell. The lady with the Epsom salts, use actual sunscreen because that natural like mineral shit isn't working for your skin. Maybe you should be working about the ulcerous skin cancers growing all over your face rather than those stupid fucking Epsom salts. Now,
She
bye.
got really angry when I said I can't buy any because I've got high blood pressure, and he's oh, go on then, go away, didn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah, she was a bit full on. All
Yeah,
the other people in that marketplace, though,
yeah, they were lovely, absolutely lovely. And you bought me
lovely,
that
lovely.
crystal goddess, didn't you? And it was like £12, which is
Yeah,
nothing.
and really affordable stuff. Martin, I got Martin this crystal goddess. I got myself a little crystal moon. Um, we got some other crystal bits for each other as well, didn't we? And then there was this lovely girl who did these amazing aura sprays, which I didn't buy because I can make my own, but still, they smelled lovely.
Yeah,
And then there was this gorgeous silversmith who used to live in Cornwall and now moved back, right?
yeah, and she comes up here to the jewelry quarter in Birmingham to
Um, and then and then there was also this extremely attractive
Greek Daddy.
Greek daddy who was prancing around the market and then proceeded to sit behind his own stand. So
It
obviously,
did. So obviously we and Levi rushed over like to see what it was all about, and we was just standing
trotting over.
all doughy-eyed, like looking at him. And then we saw him again in Chalice well with
Yeah,
two women, and I thought, Queen, he's got to be gay. You know what I mean?
has to be a little bit.
Has
Yeah,
to,
definitely.
a woman on each side. But yeah, he didn't get the bait, did he?
No, he didn't. He didn't. But then again, we also both have fabulous partners. So
Well, there you go. So we did
you
behave.
can't have it all.
Well, we can.
We can, and we will.
We deserve it all. So
Prancing and trotting.
yeah, mincing round Glastonbury, right? So like on the Wednesday morning as well. I think if you go on Instagram, guys, there's a guy on there whose posts I share when he can be bothered to post. His name AD, and his business name is Drexel Studios. Now you'll see me posting things normally like runes because he made me a set of women's runes and witches runes a while ago. He makes things for Danny from Astral Mermaid Art. But if you dig a little bit deeper, AD is a fine artist.
Yes.
And AD's work is incredible. He makes models which are on display in different parts of the country from carbon. So he's
They
not.
look real.
They do look real. They are deeply moving,
Yeah.
deeply realistic. AD is such an incredibly intelligent, talented man. And I absolutely love him to pieces. And yeah, so if you want to have a look at something different, something special, do check him out. And that's Drexel Studios, because his work is absolutely incredible. And he'll also do you a cheeky set of runes as well, or whatever you ask him to. So
Yeah.
check him out. He's lovely.
Yeah, Danny just said, I love 80s work. I get a lot of custom items from him in relation to runes. Yes, she
Yeah,
does. She uses his shit a lot. So
yeah,
that's really cool.
yeah. Yeah. So it's amazing, and you think somebody online, it's all very kind of surface level. You think that's the only thing they do. But when you dig a little bit deeper, you find, oh my God, this person's actually done sculptures for so and so, so and so, so and so.
Yeah.
Somebody else who's overlooked in the community.
A little, yeah. I mean, he was fab. He was fabulous. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was. So
There's also this fabulous. Speaking of fabulous, this fabulous bookshop, which also sells lots of very neatly priced secondhand occult and metaphysical books.
Courtyard
And
Books.
yeah, Courtyard Books, and I found some really campy things there.
And then that's when my eyes started rolling. We mean this occult bookshop, and there's books in there written by Crowley, Dion Fortune, everybody you can think of, Eleanor Blavatsky, original. And Levi goes and picks up this book.
Dolphins into the Future. It's actually, Martin, it's actually really good. I love it. It's very comforting. There was a section of secondhand books, and they were all channeled. So this was the channeled section, which I actually adore. And I know like y'all like only want Mysteries of Mary and like the Weaver's Oracle and all this hard-hitting stuff, but to be fair, most of you could use a little dolphin love in your life. You fugly.
Well, you know what? It's pure escapism. What's wrong with that? Nothing at all. Is that?
It's a lot. It's a lot of fun. I actually looked this woman up. She's still alive and she's still doing the dolphin thing. She has an Instagram with one photo on it, and she's ancient now. And she, I do like it when people like this walk the talk.
Well, there's nothing wrong with any kind of book. If somebody enjoys reading it, well, what's the problem? You know what I mean?
I love it. And then I also found, because these are pretty difficult to come by, because she's batshit crazy, another book by Barbara Marciniak. Barbara Marciniak is the author of Bringers of the Dawn, and she kind of invented the whole lizard people conspiracy theory. And she still does like seminars, but they're all very gloom and doom and conspiracy heavy. And like this is her old shit. And so I'm gonna read that at some point because I didn't have that. And I also found me a little Kyle Gray, one of his like earlier books. So and they were all under £5. So why not?
Oh, you're really paying more, would you love? You know what I mean?
No, exactly. No, but honestly, like, yeah. I won't be doing.
You are.
I won't be doing random clicks and hums and telling you that I'm healing you with alien energy.
He will be. Honestly, he will. Honestly.
No, I won't. I will never. Have your fun, Levi. It's cool. Yeah, exactly. Like
it is.
No, I very much have. You know what that is? That's the 20,000 Gemini placings in my astrological chart. Because I very much have both those sides. So the one side very much the light, the other side very much the dark. I do have.
And that also it explains your fickleness as well. Then
fickle who?
Well, what's my excuse? I've got a Scorpio in mind. So what's
but everything's wrong with Scorpios anyway. So whatever. No, but I did really enjoy, and it matches the final deck that I bought in Glastonbury, which is this.
Well, I did find that for you because I know how much you wanted it, didn't I?
Because this, for some reason, is not really available in the Netherlands that easily. As with a lot of Blue Angel decks, like.
Is she dead, Angela Hartfield?
Yeah, like Angela Hartfield has been dead for like 3 or 4 years, and they're still releasing decks by her. I don't know why, or how, but it happens. So she died, and then posthumously, since Whispers of Aloha has come out, and then this one. So yeah.
Well, I have got one deck, haven't I? Other I did buy for £14.95.
Oh yeah.
And I absolutely love it. And I got this from Goddess Temple Gifts, and this is the Ancestral Messages Affirmation Cards by Wynne Abbott. And anybody who knows Wynne Abbott knew she was a sculptor, and she doesn't sculpt anymore because she's got arthritis in her fingers. But what she did was she took photos of her pre-existing artwork, and turned the cards into like a little oracle deck.
Yeah.
So, and they do work. So that one, for instance, says on the back, flow. So you can use this as a normal, like you can use it as an affirmation deck. You can use it as a little oracle deck.
Yeah.
Um, I have been using it. It's so lovely. I've got a couple of altars, similar to these, and I've got a few of the figures as well. And it's
They're
just
really
lovely.
adorable.
It's a really nice little kind of shamanic like deck. And obviously, if you come up with your own meanings, that's also fine as well.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love it. And I think there's 50, 49, 47 something like cards like that. And it's absolute bargain for £14.95.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, Tiana, by the way, says about the Angela Hartfield decks. Maybe they want to use her name for sales. I think that's not what they did, but usually, like even I have like 20 deck ideas, write ups ready to go if I want to ever, and I think they just sort of went through like her files, her writings, and sort of, you
Is that
know.
not even allowed?
Yeah, it is when the inheritors when the council, the people that counsel her estate, so that will usually be her friends or her family members. They can make they can if I were Tony Carmine Salerno and my one of my best selling authors died, I would probably ask like, hey, was your mom or your partner working on anything notable that they might wanted to have had released? And then the partner would probably say, yes, she did. These,
Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty
you
cool.
know,
Well, at least you got your deck, and I know it's difficult to get like over there.
yeah, it is.
So that's
If
really
Blue Angel is listening, which I doubt, why is it so difficult for us to get your decks this side of the pond? I don't get it.
yeah, it is pretty a bit difficult. So I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes I still haven't got it, and I didn't see it in Glastonbury. Remember the Carly Oracle?
yeah,
I was going to order it off Amazon the one day, went to order it the next day because I forgot, out of stock.
yeah.
You just can't get it from anywhere, so it's really strange.
It is, it is, it is. Oh, and I almost forget. So the last day we were there, and Paul was there as well, Martin's husband, which was fabulous. And we went to Goddess Temple, and there they had something that Martin and Paul gifted me ever so kindly. That was really touching, and it's this. I finally have it.
Oh no, you finally got your own copy.
And to be fair, once again, one of them decks where I, never really understood the hype before, which fair enough, everyone is allowed their own process. And then I pulled a card in store and started flicking through the guidebook, and I was like, ooh, this is interesting. This is a deck that you really work with and sit
It's
with.
a guidebook in it. It's just incredible.
So these are, can I say that these are probably more like altar cards, basically, a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, they are in there really. That's what a lot of people use them for.
And this is the first one I picked. It's a very dark and intense one. But once again, a card that is very much about silence, retreating, turning inward, preparing for a next phase. So
Yeah,
very fitting for me, honestly.
I love Caroline's work, Caroline Ilya's work. It's just
And
amazing.
the backs too, like and the guide. It even has Martin. I don't know if yours did, but
The little black bag.
yeah, it has a little black bag, but it also has sort of this. Can I say it? Whatever. Sort of this Karen disclaimer note in the box
No, what does
where
it say?
it says how this whole set comes together and that it's very very locally produced.
Yeah.
It also says by whom, and then at the end it says we also sometimes receive enquiries that refer to slight inconsistencies in the appearance of the cards. We continually make small adjustments to the ways in which the cards are produced. Sometimes this has been to amend printing, cutting, or packing faults, and we work alongside the printer to redress issues of concern if we feel the quality of the cards has been compromised. Currently, our stock of cards may show a very slight size inconsistency along the top edge of the deck. We took the decision not to have the top edge of the cards trimmed, as we did not want the curve of the corners to be flattened. And as far as we can be sure, this batch of decks has excellent finishing, printing, faultless lamination, and very nicely cut corners to the cards. We hope this information is useful. Please feel welcome to contact us further if you wish to, Carolyn.
Oh,
I do quite like that, honestly.
oh God. So is that published by Ivory Graphics?
It's not published by anyone at all. It's published by themselves, Braided River Books. Oh, you
Oh,
mean printed by Ivory Graphics? No.
yeah.
Um, maybe this. I don't think so. This says the printing is done by a small book printing company located close to Dartmoor.
I bet that's Ivory Graphics, because that's where Linda has hers printed.
Shall I check it while we're here? I might as well check it out.
Yeah, have a look.
No, let's see. Let's see.
A
Let's
couple
see.
of decks printed by them, and the cardstock's lovely.
Printing and binding. Short Run Press, Devon.
Oh God.
Pretty cool.
Maybe
I love. I
there.
love all the localness. Honestly.
Yeah, I like all that. I like all the kind of homegrown stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Ingrid says, "Can you type the name?" Yes, This is very much an Ingrid deck.
Yeah, I guessed it would be.
Yeah, it's called the Weaver's Oracle, but I will also type it down, and they do sell it at tarot.nl, I think, Ingrid. So you could order it. You could order it there, but I don't think they have the. Let me just quick once again while we're here. Why would we always be in a rush? Let me check for Ingrid if you can get it in the Netherlands as we speak, because sometimes they have lots of shit. Weaver's Oracle. Let me check. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't show anything at all, but it used to, so I don't know what the hell is going on.
You can get it from here, Ingrid, but I don't know how much the shipping will be.
I found it. So yeah, it is in stock actually right now at tarot.nl. Yeah.
Oh, that's good then. Ingrid,
Yeah.
you'd absolutely love it.
Yeah. It's very much because Ingrid loves that folksy art and then really good guidebooks, and she will love this. So yeah.
Well, because when I came back home, when I was in Goddess Temple Gifts, I asked the lady what CD they were playing, and I knew it was Caroline Ilias, and this is an album by her and Nigel. So obviously, I thought I ain't paying £19 for a CD.
No.
So I went on to Caroline's site because I know it's a lot cheaper, because they don't do StreamYard the music or on iTunes. Nigel did on 2 albums, but Caroline never does. So when I arrived back home, that was waiting for me. Just remember, and then the catalogue obviously as well. So you can there's some really cool stuff. You can actually buy Nigel's flutes. He makes flutes and plays the flute. So yeah, it's a really nice book. Yeah, I love it, and I've got the Book of Ag, and I need the second one. So I will be treating myself to that when I go down in the summer.
I'm putting myself on a deck buying ban after this month because I have to save for BlytheCon.
Oh yes, Nick, we do. Yeah.
Are you going to BlytheCon as well, Martin?
In October? Yeah. Of course, it's in Liverpool.
Ooh, it's in Liverpool. How fancy!
I know, yeah, fancy. So we've got to say, talking of BlytheCon, another thing I wanted to, even though I don't know whether my friend will watch this or not. But when I got back, I had the most beautiful gift from my friend who was a doll artist. And this is divine. And this is just fucking incredible. I've got a leopard skin dress as well. It's just absolutely amazing. And there you got the cigarette and everything in the ring pulls at the back, and I've even got the stand, which Cheryl made as well. So thank you, Cheryl. You can find, if you're into Blythe, you can find Cheryl over at Spooky Kids Workshop on Instagram, and this is my pride and joy.
Yeah, I can imagine. What the fuck?
I will never, ever, ever part with. Because being a huge John Waters Divine fan, obviously.
So I'm still not really into the blights, but I really, really, really am into those blind box unboxing things.
Well, I'd like to see the blind box unboxing videos now.
And it's not the Labubus I'm interested in at all because I think they're kind of creepy and
They're
not cute at
overpriced
all.
anyway.
But I do really love some of the. I mean, I have them all downstairs, so I can't show them now. But I got this really cute May Dark Forest one that looks that has sort of creepy witchy Labubus in there, but they're actually cuter than the actual Labubus. And I have this sort of really weird satanic goat in it.
What's that?
I'm going to show it. I'm quickly going to show what it looks like, if that's okay to the people watching, because they're so fucking cute, honestly. Like really, really cute. Hold on.
Let me have
Okay.
a look.
Is it sharing?
I can't see anything.
Oh, yeah. I want to share. I need to click this. Click the thing first. All right. So the one that I have right now is the May Dark Forest.
The
And
one with
it's
the thorns.
I'm going to visit the
Oh,
website.
look at that.
So you get this cute blind box, and you can either get, hold up, let me zoom out a little bit so I can show you which ones you can get. So you can either get the cute little bat.
Can you change the eyes in them?
No, you can't in these. No. So you can, but there are ones out there where you can. This is the secret that I really, really want, but they're really expensive. This is the creepy bear. This one is awfully cute.
They are. I know.
This one is actually really adorable, but they keep putting that fugly ghost costume on her. But she's actually a really cute, creepy kitty with a light up candle on her chest. Yes. What the hell is this? Did I ask for this? No.
There's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different series now, ain't there?
There is, and this is the one that I got. It's so adorable. Oh,
That's the one you showed me when you got back home, innit?
yeah. So, the ones that I'm waiting on now is the Baby 3 Zodiac series, and they are adorable. Let me see if I can quickly, because I do, like I said, I do love me some Labubu-esque stuff, but the Baby 3 ones are really adorable because they do have changeable face plates and eyes.
Oh my god! I'll have
Yeah.
to see them when they come, when I.
Yeah, definitely. I'll film an unboxing video, no doubt.
Yeah.
So these are the. Let me see if I can I show the full picture? So I got these. So I got a box of these, and these are all Zodiac inspired. Look at how freaking cute they are. I mean, come on.
Aye.
Look at those eyes. They're so adorable. But these come in many different eye styles.
I love them.
So you could also get this eye style, which is adorable. This one is movable, so you can either make them cross-eyed or whatever.
Like my Movie-chan doll, yeah.
Yes, so that's kind of what I've been into a lot lately. So yeah.
I love. Did you see Chris's video yesterday? You know Chris who's a recovering anorexic. Chris with the dolls.
Oh, Chris, yes. Oh, I love Chris.
Did you
Oh.
got that porcelain doll in the back of the car?
No, I did not. So I need to
have a look. It's so funny.
Antoinette says, "Oh, I thought we were looking at outfits for dolls." No, they're not outfits. They're plushies.
Yeah, the plushies. Yeah,
but they're adorable. I mean, oh, they're so cute.
Maria says the Blythe she loved was 1,200 on eBay. They are bloody expensive, some of them.
Yeah, like I think, like you know what it sometimes is as well. Like even with those little plushy Labubu esque things, you sort of need to sometimes just get one that's sort of more affordable. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mel says it does look like Divine. It does actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's cool in here.
Really cool.
Yeah, my icon growing up was Divine. Yeah, so I've got immortalised now.
it would be really fun to do a Dave Bowery Blythe as well.
Oh,
A
do
Lee Bowery.
you know what? I was watching a print on eBay of Lee Bowery, and it went for an absolute fucking fortune. And I was going to get it here and send it over. And I thought,
There's
oh, that's really
there's
affordable.
actually some quite fabulous prints. Oh, you wanted to get at me.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was going to get it here, and I thought, oh, that's really affordable. In the last 5 minutes, like the bloody went through the roof. Do you know what I mean?
it's so annoying. It's really, really annoying. Yeah.
And have you seen the price? If you type in on eBay, Tracy M in tote bag, are people insane?
People are insane. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll never be having a Tracy M in tote bag. Chucky's mother. How fucking rude are you, Tony?
What a rude bitch. Bye.
Block her.
Speaking of bye, I think we should say our goodbyes. Or was there anything you still wanted to tell or show or?
No, I ain't sure up yapping for the last hour. So
Yeah, it's gone by. It's gone by so quickly. It's all we just really want to say is that Glastonbury definitely is yeah. It gets a 10 out of 10 from me, love.
and I know Maria wants to go. And Levi. I mean, it's the best thing to message Levi Maria because he'll tell you the flights and that. Because
Yeah, I can tell you how to get there. Even if like Paul wouldn't have picked us up, we could have still gotten there fine. Like or I could have gotten there fine.
I don't know about that because it's the logistics of the travelling from there from Britain.
It's all right. It's all right.
It is easier with a car though, isn't it?
It is a lot easier with a car. It's like if you want to travel to it by bus, you need to first catch a bus from the airport to Bristol town center and then switch to a bus that goes from Bristol to Glastonbury, which does exist. But,
Yeah, it does exist, yeah, but it'd probably take you another day to get there. But
it takes about, well, that's not half bad. It took about like 2 or 2.5 hours in total.
yeah, I mean, it takes me an hour and 45 minutes to get to Bristol from here. And then it was another 20 minutes to get to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not as close to the city centre as you think it is. The
No,
airport.
I should think. No.
Yeah, but
No.
thank you guys. We love you both. Got the divine stresses. So fuck the way I've just put that down. Look at that.
Oh, she looks like a complete fucking whore. Oh, hey, Martin, look. The little dolls remind me of the Monchichi dolls, which is something that Martin also got me for my
Yeah, I got it
birthday.
for his birthday as well. Yeah,
Fab.
I did.
Yes.
Thank you guys. We love you all. It's lovely to kind of like come and see you and have a catch up. And
Yeah.
even though I'm not posting, like obviously I said tarot every day, I'm still around on Instagram.
Yeah.
So,
Honestly, like I don't know about Martin, but I'm still very interested in tarot. But I probably won't be posting as much as you're used for me. But what I do really like is having like cute little DM discussions about tarot. I know I had one yesterday with Sylvain, and that was fab. So if you ever have a question or something that you wanted to sort of have a little discussion about tarot oracle wise, feel free to DM me, honestly, because that's the kind of interaction I kind of miss sometimes.
I did miss the interaction as well because, like you say, like you used to build up like quite a thing on your stream and you're on your feed, and it
Yeah,
all combined. But things change, people move on, don't they?
that's all right.
Yeah.
Thanks a bunch, guys. Love you
Bye.
all.
You all.
Bye. 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 Bye.